Oh, when the Saints go marching in. When the Saints go marching in.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get it. 19 left. 70. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Cohen. A short throw caught by Andrews. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Rattler, 79, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cohen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Randy, we've been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Saints had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Adnan Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team bowls it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. points, win 2 and 3, and their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Omaha.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement in those last 2 plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid, but it's not enough. You stay reached up, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, if I'm a defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a 2nd and 7. A short throw caught by Andrews. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
60 Vikings.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. 6 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Robbery. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Cohen. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. than 50 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
19 Tiger. Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10.
Dragons, let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Cohen. And incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
18, Trap 60.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll send Gordon in motion left. Murray now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent. They contained it close to home, left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
18, here we go. 79 Broncos, 19 Lions.
Throwing to start the drive. Cohen. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And the Saints.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is
Good after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Quick drop by Jalen Johnson. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Cohen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Cohen. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake. Cohen. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Cody Simon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Pioneers.
Operating from the gun. Cohen. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 60. Warriors 70. 30.
Throwing to start the drive. Cohen. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On the jump.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Check, smash, check, Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Back to throw. Cohen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. Cardinals 7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Oh, spinning away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coach.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. To about the 26 here.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll score! Touchdown, New Orleans! Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Gets around it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Throwing to start the drive. Cohen. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Saints extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
79 Broncos.
Following the fumble recovery, Cohen. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunate for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll try to do it himself. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Murray now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Murray going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. 42 yards rushing for him at this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line of running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 3. Oh, the ball comes say it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go on second and 12. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Operating from the gun. Messina. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Brian Brzee with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go through with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Here we go, shot. 19. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
And this is just a little touch pass. It's in the receiver in motion. Just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Hold the set. Panther. Here we go. Here we go. Mustang Knight. Viking 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Buffalo 18. Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Off play action. Cohen.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Hold it ready. Warriors 70. 70. Cougar 19.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting